Hey, what's up everyone? In this tutorial, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about Bisq. We'll cover how to set it up, how to buy Bitcoin, how to sell Bitcoin, and basically everything in between. But first, let's talk about what Bisq actually is. Now, Bisq is basically a Bitcoin marketplace with no middleman. There's no company, no accounts, and no KYC. You just install the app and trade directly with other people. It runs over Tor for privacy, so it's a bit slower, but that's the trade-off for staying anonymous. When you make a trade, Bitcoin is locked in a multi-sig escrow, meaning neither side can run away with the funds. Think of it like local Bitcoin trades, but online, private, and trust minimized.
All right, let's get started with the installation. First, head over to bisq.network. Once you're there, click the download button. Alternatively, you can click the drop-down menu to get the specific download file for your operating system, whether you're on Windows, Mac, or Linux. Now, I've actually made a separate video on how to install Bisq on Mac because I ran into some errors when I first tried it. I figured everything out though, so if you're on Mac, go check out that video first to avoid any issues. Once you've got Bisq installed, come back here and we'll continue.
Okay, so once you're inside the Bisq software, you'll see the Market tab along with a bunch of different tabs at the top. Let's start by clicking on the Settings tab. In Settings, you've got Language and Control options. You can change the platform language and your country here. If you scroll down a bit, you'll see options to use animations for trades and price candles. There's also a dark mode option, though I personally prefer to use light mode. Now here's something important. You'll see different currency filters. These are basically filters that determine what Bitcoin prices and available deals you'll see in the marketplace. You can add more currencies to this list or remove ones you don't need by clicking the red icon next to them. The same goes for altcoins. You can add or remove altcoins using that same red button.
Next, let's move over to the Account tab. This is where you're going to set up your payment accounts. First, you'll want to set up a national currency account. This is basically the account you'll use to buy or sell your Bitcoin. Click on Add New Account, and you'll see a whole bunch of payment methods to choose from. We're talking Amazon e-gift cards, MoneyGram, Revolut, Strike, Uphold, Wise, Zelle, and many more. Let's say you want to use Wise as an example. Just select Wise from the list, then put in your email address, your account name, and the currencies your Wise account supports. After that, click Save Account, and it'll appear in your list. This is the account you'll use to buy Bitcoin with or sell Bitcoin through. Once you've got your currency account set up, you can move to altcoin accounts if you want. It works the same way. Choose an altcoin like USDC, put in your altcoin address, and add the account just like we did with the national currency account. Moving on to the Notifications tab. From here, you can download the mobile app. Now, this is important to understand. The mobile app is only for notifications. You cannot buy or sell Bitcoin on mobile. So if you have an order to buy or sell Bitcoin and someone accepts it, the mobile app will notify you, and then you'll need to move to your desktop to complete the trade.
Let's talk about wallet security now. Click on the Wallet Seed tab. This shows your wallet seed phrase for your Bisq account. Here's what I recommend you do right away. Copy the seed phrase and the wallet date and put them in a text document somewhere safe. If you somehow lose access to your wallet, you'll need both the seed phrase and the wallet date to restore it. Just enter them in Bisq and it'll restore your wallet for you. Now head to the Wallet Info tab. Here you can see your wallet balances, which will be 0 if you're just starting out. You'll also see something called XPub keys. These can be used to connect other wallets and watch transactions going in and out of your wallet without exposing your private keys. Next, go to the Backup tab. Click Choose Backup Location, select where you want to save it, and then click Backup. Keep in mind the backup is not encrypted by default. After you've done all this, move to the Wallet Password tab and set up a password. Type in a strong password, click Set Password, confirm you've made a backup, and now your wallet is protected. Whenever you need to see your seed phrase or access sensitive information, you'll need this password.
If you click on the DAO tab and then go to Network Monitor, you'll see the status of your Bisq network connection. This is useful because since Bisq runs on Tor, you might occasionally get disconnected from the network. If that happens, you'll see a button here to restart and rejoin the network. The other options in the DAO tab you can just leave as default.
All right, now let's get to the main part, buying and selling Bitcoin. Click on the Market tab. You'll see two sections here, Sell Bitcoin to and Buy Bitcoin from. Click on Buy Bitcoin. This takes you to the Buy tab. Remember those currency filters we set up earlier? You can select them here. For example, if all your accounts are in euros, select Euro. You can also tweak the payment method from the dropdown, like choosing Amazon gift cards or whatever you prefer. Here's a cool feature. Toggle on the option that says Offers Matching with My Accounts. This will automatically filter all the Bitcoin offers that are specifically compatible with your payment methods and currencies. Now you'll see a list of offers. Each offer shows the current Bitcoin price with a markup. For example, you might see 68,000 with a 15% markup, or 74,000 with a 25% markup. You'll also see the Bitcoin range, which is the minimum amount of Bitcoin you can buy from that seller. Then there's the payment method they accept and the security deposit they've put up. The security deposit is the amount of Bitcoin needed for this trade. This actually shows that you're serious about making the trade. You can also check how long each account has been active. For instance, you might see an account that's been active for 266 days. If you click on their profile, you can get more seller information. When you find an offer you like, click Buy. The payment method and all the details are already set by the seller. You'll see how much BTC you'll get, the price, and the amount you need to spend in euros, or whatever currency you're using. You'll also see the percentage above market price. Click Next Step. Now you'll need to deposit the security deposit to this address before you can complete the trade. Once you deposit the funds to that address, you'll be able to finalize the trade and get your Bitcoin.
Selling Bitcoin works pretty much the same way. Filter by currency, choose your payment method, match offers with your account if you want, and check the different offers. You can see which accounts are active and verified. Click the Sell button on an offer you like, and just like with buying, you'll go through similar steps. You'll make your security deposit, and then you can sell Bitcoin from any of your wallets to that buyer. Once you buy or sell Bitcoin, everything will appear in the Portfolio tab. You'll see your open offers and open trades, whether they're spot trades or other types. All your trading data shows up here, and you can even export this data to a CSV file by clicking the Export button. In the Funds tab, you can deposit funds and see your recent transaction history. This is basically your wallet dashboard within Bisq. Now let's move on to some common questions people have about Bisq. First one is, how do you start if you don't have Bitcoin? Here's the short truth. You can't. You need at least a small amount of Bitcoin first to use Bisq because you need it for the security deposit. Second question is, what happens if one party lies? For example, what if someone claims the gift card amount is wrong, says they didn't receive payment, or denies payment that was actually sent? How are disputes handled? Great question, by the way. Gift cards are a little risky, but Bisq uses security deposits plus a mediator system. If someone lies, you open a dispute, provide proof, and the liar loses their Bitcoin deposit. But honestly, I still recommend using bank accounts. They're safer and can keep you out of trouble. The third one is, can you buy anything other than Bitcoin on Bisq? No, Bisq only supports Bitcoin. That's it. One more thing to remember, the Bisq mobile application is only for notifications. You cannot make trades on it. You cannot buy or sell Bitcoin on mobile. It's desktop only.
All right, I think that covers pretty much everything you need to know about using Bisq. It's a powerful tool for buying and selling Bitcoin privately without any middleman or KYC requirements. Just remember to keep your seed phrase safe, use strong passwords, and always verify who you're trading with. If you found this tutorial helpful, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.